Waking from my slumber, I sit up in the futon and stretch. After I got home last night, I crawled right into bed and fell asleep. I don't know whether my exhaustion is due to stress in my daily life or simply walking home after drinking. Either way, it was a pleasant awakening. I glance at the pocket watch on my desk. It tells me it's not yet 8. Given that I have nothing to do, I'm perfectly happy just to laze around like this. But then I happen to notice a delicious smell from the kitchen. I suddenly realise that my stomach is empty. I wonder if breakfast's ready. As I kneel, raising my hand to slide open the screen to the living room, it opens on its own. Good morning, Nisan. Good morning, Yukari. My little sister Yukari gazes down on me. Are you having breakfast? I'm pretty hungry, I answer honestly. I see you before you eat, please get dressed. You went to sleep like that after you came home last night, didn't you? Hurrying her comb, I take stock of my outfit, slacks and a dress shirt. I don't even my shoes on. Hey, at least I took my tie off. Everything's full of wrinkles, I'm gonna do laundry. So please take those off. Yukari reaches to unbutton my shirt. It's fine, I can do it on my own. There are a few things as embarrassing as having a little sister undress you. Clothes are over there. Yukari indicates the corner of the room where she's carefully folded and placed my kimono. These are things you're wearing in the basket in the changing room. With that she leaves. Good grief. Does she have a new sense of modesty? She worries too much about me. Heaving a sigh, I start to change. By the time I enter the living room, now dressed in Japanese-style clothes, breakfast has already been laid out on the table. Steam rises from the sliced salmon and rice. It's still quite chilly, isn't it? I sit in the chair, huddled against the cold. Really? Yukari cocks her head at me as she brings out the missile suit. I think it's quite warm this morning. I guess it's because I went to sleep in that outfit. Maybe the case. Shall I get out the cold medicine? Nah, it's not that bad. Let's eat. I take out my rice bowl and avoid worrying Yukari. He's giving me a distinctly maternal look. I really don't feel like I have a cold, and the chill is nothing serious. As I break the salmon up with my chopsticks, I turn the pages of the newspaper with my left hand. Nisan, we're in the middle of a meal. A small article in the edge catches my eye. An article regarding a murder. It seems that the female corpse was discovered in the town cemetery. The report says you're working overtime to identify her, but still haven't confirmed anything. Disturbing as usual. Just a few days ago, another corpse was found in Koshira Park. Yukira frowns, muttering, and some girls have been disappeared from the academy. You be careful too. Yeah. These really are dangerous times. While I'm home at least, I might be better if I saw Yukari after school and greeted her when she came back. Her school at Obigos Academy is next to the town of Hoyo, a strange shot across Mishashino City from our home in Sukunami Ward. It's not an unwalkable distance, but American military officers have their residences along the way, so you can't exactly call it safe. By the way, Nisan, are you taking some time off from work? Yeah. Unless something comes up, I'll be at home resting for the time being. I put up that notice on my place, so people who have business will come here. If that's the case, then it looks like I won't have to go clean your office. Yeah, that's right. An image of the office pops into my head. I'm certain it's still clean. If you're going to be at home, then how about doing some housework? On second thoughts, never mind. Yukari stopped speaking halfway through for a reason. It's not that she subscribes to the old adage of chores are for women. She simply places no faith in me. If I could do housework, I'd clean my office in Shinjuku. Not that there's anything good to brag about. Really, it's a godsend that Yukari is so responsible. Thanks for the meal. I'm glad you enjoyed it. After we both bowed our heads, she stands up. Nisan, what are you going to do now? I'm going to hold up in the library. Alright, well, I'll call you when lunch is ready. After saying that to me, Yukari picks up the dishes and heads to the kitchen. Well then, guess I'll get moving. The Dogisaka were a family of historians, so my parents left behind an extensive library. Because of that, I've shut myself up here to pore over books ever since I could read. I've amassed quite a bit of esoteric knowledge as a result, but in exchange, my vision has gotten pretty weak. This is the area that he reads up on loads of different, like, demons and... Is it the Black Madonna? I think it's one of the main things that he reads up about, and all of the murderers are all a bit wacko-y, psycho-y people, and they like to use these books as a standard for their killings. So through that, he can predict what they're going to be doing, things like that. It's really, really quite interesting. Nissan, how about some coffee? Ah, thanks. Just leave it over there, please. I indicate that Yukari, who has just entered, should leave it on the table. There's some tea cakes as well. Enjoy. She leaves after sitting down a plate filled with Western-style pastries. Now, I pick up a random book off the shelf, take a seat, and start turning the pages. After lunch, I casually puff one cigarette in the living room. Lisa, am I free right now? While cleaning up the silver, Yukari asked me a question. Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm heading back to the library after this. Which means you have free time, right? I turn, leaving no room for argument. She holds out the bag for the coffee beans. Request from my brother, who looks like he has free time. Could you go buy some coffee beans for little sister, who was swamped with housework at the moment? And she says it with that smile, how can I refuse? Are the beans from Moonworld fine? Yes. I smile unchanging. Yukari plants her hand on my back and shoves me towards the door. Wait, hold it. Let me relax for a little bit more. But Nissan, if I leave you be, you'll never feel like going. She's got me pegged alright. All your thoughts are written on your face. You're so easy to predict. Yukari stuffs some money into my hand with a giggle. Now have a safe trip, Nissan. Sheesh, see you later. After Yukari she's with the door, I put my coat and step outside. The air isn't so cold and I can see my breath. It isn't so cold that I can see my breath, but it's pretty chilly all the same. I turn up my collar, hunch my shoulders and start walking. It took about 30 minutes from my house. A relaxed pace has brought me to the station at Kishijoji. A while ago, as soon as I left in fact, I sensed a strange presence behind me. I'm being tailed. Whoever they are, they're keeping a safe distance as they follow. I know that they're hiding in the shadows of walls and in between pedestrians. Since I haven't turned around to confirm it, I don't know what kind of person it is. Guess I'll try and lose them. Moonworld is only a short distance away. I really don't want my new friend to find out where I'm going. I go past the station and head for Inokushiro Park. As I make a few circuits around there, but sooner or later I should be able to shake them. Casually so, as I avoid suspicion, I push through the crowd of people and step into narrow alleys of the old black market. After winding my way through the warren of passengers, I emerge at the park. It's Sunday, so this place is packed with families and pairs who look like couples. I can't sense that strange presence anymore. I think I've lost them. Just to be sure, I turn around, but see nothing out of the ordinary. Phew, oh man, there's nothing to be gained by tailing me. This wasted a lot of time. I'm tired after all that running, so I'll take a quick rest here. I go further into the park, where there are fewer people here and it's quieter. I come here now and again to take the load off. I find it easier to collect my thoughts in places like this, where it isn't so crowded. Of course, it's also a great place for a nap, or it would be if not for this March weather. Someone's already here? There's someone sitting on my favourite bench, the one with the great view. A long black hair split on the knees. A female student, I presume. She looked like she's wearing a uniform. It's a white room, unusual design, that one I recognise. It's from Uba Girls Academy, the same school Kara attends. According to their strict regulations, she shouldn't be in a place like this by herself, but she turns around.
Yeah.
Hi there. Her voice is soft and clear as the ringing of a bell. And you are? I don't think she mistaken me for someone else. She's looking right in my eye. That was one hell of a detour. Thanks to you, my legs are dead tired. She raised her long, slender legs and you could see. So you were the one stalking me. Well, she made it quite clear already, but I still don't know why. What was it like? What's what like? Feeling a detective like you would get something tailed. She's certainly nonchalant about this. How did you know I was a detective? I can't say I like hearing this from a girl I've never met. A detective's line of work depends on his not being noticed. If he's found out, then his job becomes all the more difficult. He followed you all the way from your house, yes, like you said. Oh boy. I guess that could explain why you know my name, but what does this girl want? I have no idea. Well then, how was that? good enough all the same. I'm so sure that I'd shaken her. She giggles and stands up. Behaving as though her body weighs nothing at all, she turns to face me. Toko. That's my name. Having said that, the girl named Toko turns away. Kushiki Toko. Arrange how much the trees decay. In some respects, a transient, ephemeral name. Why have I met this girl? Why such a fragile sounding name? You don't know when I'll die. The name makes me sound like I'll just crumble and disappear. Yeah, that's not. I shake my head by reflex, but I can't hide that she's practically read my mind. That's alright. They say a person's name reflects their nature. It's a perfect name for me. I love that part of myself. Toko's words are like the ringing of a bell. Although her manner of speech doesn't befit a girl, her voice is unmistakably feminine. By the way, what exactly did you want from me? If possibly steer the topic of conversation back on track. If I let her lead things any further astray, well, I don't know. I don't think I'll like where I end up. She regards me with eyes full of mischief. If I had to describe her right now, I'd say she reminds me of a cat. Are you listening? Yeah, of course. At any rate, a request from a girl her age probably won't amount to much. I think I was done with this. I want you to look for something. And what would that be? Me. My true self. Hey, wait. Before I can deduce the meaning behind her words, she turns her back to me. Until next time, Tokisaka-san. Like a gust of wind, Toko departs. What the hell just happened? A girl says she wants me to look for her, then disappears. You can't be serious. She wasn't asking to play hide and seek, was she? Honestly, I just don't understand young women these days. Since there's no point in wasting time pondering over the girl's parting words, I decide to get back to Yukari's request. Oops, dead. I'm abruptly greeted with a cute scream. Huh? I look down at my feet where the voice originated. Ouch, the girl is sitting on the floor. Who are you? I've never seen her before. Well, that is, welcome. She bows while still seated. Judging by the tray and glasses rolling on the floor, she must have fallen around. Are you okay? I apologize. I extend a hand and help her up. She gathers up the various scattered objects. Is something wrong? You must be the new employee. Now that I think about it, I remember Kyoto mentioning this. Yes, my name is Ameya Hatsu. It's very nice to meet you. Ah, yeah, likewise. She bows so deeply that I find myself bowing in response. Yeah, your seat, sir. Thank you. After being seated at the counter, I finally take a breath. It seems like an entirely different place. I've never gotten this kind of service from you before. You're a special case, Tokisaka-kun. Kyoko glowers at me from behind the counter. Other customers. I crane my neck to survey the surroundings. No one around except for Hatsu, who's busy cleaning. Just happens to be empty right now. Alright, I get it. If you're always like this, then you wouldn't be able to hire a new employee, no matter how much your acquaintance perceive. Is coffee fine? Yeah, some beans too, please. Oh, your Kari-chan sent me to run errands. Kyoko laughs. She brings out the jar of coffee beans. Hey now, I've got some nice Brazil bourbon beans today. Aren't those expensive? I remember hearing something to that effect. So delicious. Ignoring my words, Kyoko starts weighing out the dark beans. Please make them cheaper for me. Her hand stops. Well, I'll give you a bit less on a discount besides. Thanks, that helps. I got to be a bit... This could be better than cheap bitter beans. So you're tight with finances for now, right? Yeah, that's not what I mean. You're a detective? My sentence is interrupted by a yelp from Hatsune behind me. Hatsune-chan, are you being rude to the customer? Although it's Tokisaka-kun's case, it's fine. Kyoko just scolded Hatsune at them. Are you detectives really so rare? I direct this to Hatsune, who looks like she's trying her best to disappear. Yeah, that's fine. Detective from UN helped me out once. Ah, that guy, eh? It might just be a coincidence, but I happen to know a detective who's based in Reno. He taught me a lot of things. I can picture plenty of these things, but none are good. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, it's entirely possible. Probably not right. Hatsune seems to blush faintly. I see, so that's what he was. No, I know this guy. He wouldn't do anything like that for free. That's not true at all. He was really kind to me. Hatsune completely missed my joke. There's a little part of him he fell in love with. That's not it. Okay, so cute. You should tease us at work. Seeing that Hatsune staring at the floor, blushing furiously, Kyoko comes to her rescue. I hadn't really intended to go that far, so that gives me a good opportunity to end the conversation. She's a bit sheltered, you see. Not you too, Kyoko-san. Hatsune turns away, puffing out her cheeks in a mock pout. Even so, she's an acquaintance of his, is she? Where did you meet that guy? He was renting a room at the store I used to work at. Store? Let's see, the store in Reno where the guys always stir up trouble. I'm certain it was Yukushiro in the red light district. Tokisaka-kun. Kyoko's hand clamped down on my arm. I realize I've gone too far. Hatsune's shameful expression crumples even further. I see. So she was. I was a prostitute. She lifts her head and looks me straight in the eye. But you see, Tokisaka, she only helped out. She never actually did anything. Kyoko speaks up for Hatsune, clasping the girl's shoulders. Even with her resolute expression, Hatsune still looks like she might burst into tears at any moment. I lay my hand gently on her head. You've been brought up by some fine people. Huh? I can tell just by looking into your eyes. No matter what job you have, you do it with pride, right? That's something you learn from people around you. Working in the red light district can't be easy, even if you're not offering any services. I can sense that indomitable spirit that kept her going through that. Right, even after those grisly murders. Hey, should I say this? The mistress there. Ujaki-sama. Her voice is quite a whisper, right. Ujaki-san, I really owe her a lot. Of course, it was for her knowledge on the underworld. I didn't partake on her other wares. So yeah, he always has a bit of a... He always wants to learn more about like dark things in the underworld and all that stuff. After what happened 5 years ago, I haven't had any word from her. Maybe it was 5 years. After Yukushiro closed, Ujaki-san adopted me as a foster daughter. I see, that's why you're at Mina. I didn't know the mistress's real name, but I can at least guess that it was the character for Rain in it. Yes, right now she's my stepmother. Looks like you met a wonderful person. After giving her head a final pat, I suddenly feel intensely awkward and pick up my cup from the counter. Coffee's gone tepid. Thank you, Tokisaka-kun. Kyoto whispers softly in my ear. I didn't do anything, honestly, I went too far. All I did was show you guys the detective's nature. But Hatsune's the one who really deserves an apology. I face her. Our eyes meet. I'm going back to clearly. At last, Hatsune breaks eye contact and turns away, tossing her shoulder like that. Oh my, it looks like Katsu's hands in her. I write a wry smile on her face. Kyoko tops up my cup with hot coffee. As I return home from Moonworld, the sun is already starting to set in the western sky. Ooh, it's freezing. That's March weather for you. Near sunset, the temperature suddenly fades. Suddenly for warmth I quickly enter the house. At the door is a pair of ridiculously oversized shoes, so I expect something is up. I didn't know whether anything would come after reading the note I left in my office. It looks like something someone actually did. Be that as it may, this is way too soon. Ooh, right guys. Seeing this is an introductory episode, I'm going to leave it here. If you want to find out who this guy is, and how he's going to turn the story upside down, and start bringing in all of the choices you get to do, all the investigation tasks you get to do, you better tune in when I next play this. Because after this point is when you get enrolled, you get investigating, you get making decisions. It's going to be great. We're going to get involved with the demon-y stuff, the underworld stuff. It's going to be mental. So, if you want to stick around for that, see you next time, guys. Hope you have an awesome rest of your Monday bank holiday. And I will see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen. Much love.